Hi, everybody. My name is Yoni Mazor. I'm the co-founder and chief growth officer of Getida. Today, we prepared a special video for you. It's actually a user guide regarding something that is very important that you should know so you can take action on it and fix it. Okay, so let's share the screen, see what we got for you guys today. All right, so this is regarding a 4-day loophole error that might be costing you and many other sellers a fortune. So basically what's happening is that if you're using other service providers who are not Getida, actually, they might be charging you fees, service fees for reimbursements that you were supposed to get automatically anyway. Okay, this is the problem. This is the issue. So this is a special user guide we want you guys to be able to use to discover this issue, see what's going on. And if you got affected by this issue, you'll be able to fix it, resolve it. You're going to be able to get a reimbursement from your reimbursement company, and also make sure in the future never pay fees for such an issue ever again. Okay, so let's get started here. First, we're going to define the issue. What are you supposed to get a reimbursement automatically for? So you're supposed to get a reimbursement for failed FBA customer return issues. Okay, here's an example. Basically, a customer buys an FBA unit from you on Amazon, and then they ask for a refund. Amazon gives them a refund, and then the customer, or for whatever reason, the unit never returns back to your Amazon stock. Okay, so basically, you lost the sale, you lost the funds, but you also lost your inventory unit. We internally call this R&R, which is refunded, not restocked. Okay, and when this happens, Amazon system is supposed to automatically reimburse you, for this issue, for this matter, okay? And they do an amazing job doing so. Actually, Amazon system covers and auto pays sellers on this issue 98.43% of the time, okay? Close to 99% of the time, Amazon system automatically covers it really, really amazingly. So they're doing a really good job. And here you can take a look here. We prepared a special a case study here, where you can see this is actually the type of issue that Amazon system covers the best. This is based on more than 2 million instances that we checked. Okay, there were 2.3 million instances that this was an issue that a seller was supposed to get reimbursed. Amazon automatically, their system automatically paid this issue more than 2.2 million times of the issues, and only 36,000 times there was a need to kind of go back to Amazon and say, hey, you failed or forgot to automatically reimburse this issue, so please provide a reimbursement. So in short, this is what they cover best. And all the way up, this is where they cover the least. So you can see, obviously, when there's units missing in the inbound, Amazon system never automatically pays for it. The sellers, is required to open up a case and deal with it. This is a topic for a different video, but for now, we're focusing on this type of issue where Amazon does an amazing job covering you. So really close to 99% of the time, you got it fully covered. But there's an error in Amazon's automatic system. There's a glitch here or a loophole. Let's see what's happening. What's happening is that some providers are using this error to advertise or promote that they can recover even more FBA refunds, for you, okay, for customer return issues. Basically, they say, we go out there, hey, we can get you more refunds from others, but what they're doing is they go to this type of issue, this customer failed return issues, and getting you reimbursement that you're supposed to get anyways, and you're charging a fee for it. So if that's happening, you should be careful. Okay, you should be able to identify this and take the right action. So let's see what's going on here. What's going on, right? So here's what's going on. Amazon system is supposed to automatically, pay you a reimbursement after 60 days. The problem is there's a 4-day loophole where Amazon system, instead of giving you automatically after 60 days, it's actually doing it after 64 plus days. Okay. So the system auto pays reimbursement after 64 days instead of 60 days. And in this 4-day loophole, another provider can come in and file a claim, and then and Amazon will provide a reimbursement for that claim, and then they're going to charge you a fee for that. Okay, so from day 60 to day 64, a provider comes in, opens a case for this issue, gets your reimbursement, and you pay a fee for that instead of waiting the 4+ days and have Amazon just automatically pay you. So if you're using an unprofessional FBA auditing and reimbursement provider, you might be paying fees for FBA reimbursement you're supposed to be coming to anyways, right? That's kind of the issue. That's the first issue. But the second issue is actually all these cases and claims open for such issues are wasting Amazon seller support's time and resources, right? This time can be used for sellers who need real help. Okay, not a good practice. This is pretty much not a good practice, and also adds inefficiencies to the marketplace. Many of you, I know many sellers out there have challenges with Amazon seller support because they're always in a rush to kind of, trying to solve things. And once you add these kind of cases where you're not really supposed to, because Amazon system was supposed to automatically reimburse the sellers, you're just adding inefficiencies to the marketplace. So you're kind of hurting the seller community twice. Obviously, you charge them a fee for reimbursements for no reason. They were supposed to get those anyway, and adding more labor cost to Amazon's support system, which it creates quality issues for the sellers. Okay. But this can stop today. If you're watching this, this special user guide and video production, you can take action to stop this today and create a better environment for yourself, but also the community and for Amazon as well. So here's what you can do. First thing you can do is just reach out to your, if you found that your provider is doing this, or even if not, even if you don't, if you're not sure if they're doing it or not, the first thing you can do is just reach out to them and say, hey, for this type of issue, which is FBA customer return issues, make sure to create a 90-day window. Create a 90-day window where they have to wait 90 days or more before they open a case for this type of issue. Okay? So this 90-day window will prevent you from paying service fees unnecessarily for FBA customer return issue refunds that are automatically programmed to be given to you anyways. All right? And after you did that, you told them, hey, wait 90 days. After 90 days, make sure to check your provider at least once a quarter. Every 90 days, make sure they don't violate this role or rule that you created. Okay? What we can do for you guys on our side, our system is already kind of automatically geared to wait 90 days before filing FBA customer return issues for its users. This is really to avoid charging unneeded service fees and maximize and optimize the FBA recovery level for all sellers. Okay. So if you're not using Getida, feel free to kind of, reach out to us. We can help you obviously with putting this restriction and giving you 90 days. And also we can help you discover if another provider have been, abusing and creating this issue for you, paying fees for stuff that's supposed to come anyways. In other words, if this is too complicated for you, you can reach out to us. We'll give you all the data that you need to handle it. And of course, if you use us already, you can rest assured you're in good hands, so no issues. All right, so here we created a case study to kind of show you the impact financially on the seller. So check this out. So the seller joined the service provider, and once you join you start using a service provider, the service provider is able to go back 18 months into the past. Okay, they go back 18 months into the past, and they kind of start cleaning up all the issues on all these types of reimbursements. So for the FBA customer return issue claims, you can see here on the bottom, this is the tail. They found just only 8 instances. Okay, they only filed 8 cases for customer return issues that were that were old. They're getting old. In this case it was 363 days old. This one was 148 days old. So very little. That's when they went back to clean the account. But then going forward, once these issues entered the 60 to 64-day loophole, that's when they start bombing all these claims, hundreds of claims here. Okay, in day 60, they filed 72 claims. Day 61, 289 cases. So all these cases together created $73,000 in reimbursements that the seller would charge fees for it. Now check this out. This seller specifically told the service provider, wait 90 days. Wait 90 days for this type of issue before you open any claims. So even though he created the 90-day window restriction, this service provider abused and still took advantage of the 4-day loophole, created all these cases, got $73,000 in reimbursement, and charged fees for it. Nevertheless, the seller did all the calculation, provided to the service provider, and got a reimbursement from the reimbursement provider for basically making this mistake. Okay, so this is a real case study with real numbers, which are material. They're significant. All right, so this is how you or your VA, your virtual assistant, or your team members, whoever it is, can actually check on this and see what's going on with your own provider, okay, and take firm action. So this is the SOP, the standard or procedure. You can just read and do it step by step. So if you're really good with the manual, this is the manual how you do it. Now I'm going to take a moment to actually visually show you how to do this within Sell Essential. Okay, check this out. So you go to Sell Essential, you go to reports, you go to fulfillment, okay, and then you go to reimbursements. You open the reimbursement section. In the reimbursement section, you got to look for all the FBA reimbursements that were customer return related. And then it had a case ID. In the column case ID, they have numbers in. If they don't, it means that was automatically reimbursed by Amazon. You don't have to do anything with it. It's okay. But if it has a case ID, it means somebody opened a case on your behalf to get you this reimbursement. Okay. So once again, you make sure it's customer return. There's a case ID. And then you grab the Amazon order ID. You copy the Amazon order ID. You go to Sell Essential, you go to payments, and then you click on transaction view. And top right in the search box, you plug in, paste the Amazon order ID number. And once you do, you're going to go inside and see what's going on here. You see, okay, the customer bought this product. And then on September 23rd, they got the refund. Okay, this customer return refund. All right, so everything matches. The order ID matches. And what you really need to fish out is the exact date that they got the refund. So the consumer bought it, they got the refund. And what happened here, more than 60 days have passed. And then they haven't returned back the unit, right, to your FBA inventory. And then there was a reimbursement that was given here. So that takes us to the next step here. Okay, you found the exact date. And then you take the case ID, you go to your case log, Amazon case log, you can paste it here or just scroll down and find it. So once you do find out the case ID, you got to verify a few things. Obviously that the order ID matches here, and also that the primary email is not your own team. If it's your own team, you don't have to do anything. But if the primary email is of your service provider, it means the service provider opened this case regarding this Amazon order ID, okay? And also here, now you really, this is the golden moment where you see the exact date, all right, that they opened the case. You see, in this case, it was November 23rd, 2023. So let's go back a little bit. Remember, the customer got the refund September 23 and exactly 60 days on the penny. November 23rd, a case was open regarding this issue. Instead of, waiting a few more days or more than 64 days to let Amazon system automatically reimburse. So in other words, this is a warning. This is too early. And this is how you can check your own service provider if this is happening. So you see, you find the reimbursement. Once again, let's go back. You find the reimbursement. You find the date the customer got the refund. And then you see what was the date that the case was open. Okay, if the case was open 60, 61, 62, 63 days in, instead of waiting for Amazon system, it's too early. You should avoid this at all costs because our data suggests that Amazon covers you 99% of the time and you should not be paying all these fees. Okay. And then, okay, once you know how to do it, you can just calculate and summarize all the FBA customer return issues that got reimbursed within the 60 to 64 day loophole by your provider and include it in an Excel chart, and then do a summary. Say, hey, you got me this X amount of reimbursement for this types of issue. And then send them the file and the data and ask for a refund for all the service fees you paid unnecessarily. Okay, but whatever it is. So you package it all together, you send it out, and you can get your refund. If this is too much for you, too complicated, you don't know where to begin, no worries. You can reach out to Getida, and we can do this job for you. We can do the calculation, say, hey, these are all the customer return issues that were filed too early, between 60 to 64 days. And then you can use that data to, discuss it with your supplier, with your provider.